Hi, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a tour of this house that I purchased a few weeks ago. A little about the house. So it is a ranch, so 1 story, 3 bedrooms, currently 2.5 bath, to be turned to 2 baths, and a 3-car garage. And of course it's a tour, so I'll take you around the house and you can see the layout. Off note, it is in my opinion, a fixer-upper. Obviously you could probably live with it as it is now, but it is not up to my stringent standards. So we're going to be doing some renovating as well, and I'll tell you about the renovation plan. So to start, I am in the dining area, which is just off the front entrance. We have a fireplace to the left. I think at some point it used to be coal burning or wood burning, and now they've kept it off, but my plans are to turn it into a gas burning fireplace. And if you turn this way, this goes to the kitchen, and the plans are to open this out so that you have a bit of a free-flowing kitchen, because on the other side is the living room area. If you turn this way, this is where I just was with the camera, and then to the right is a little picture window, and then straight ahead is the bedrooms. So this is the first bedroom over here, which I think I'm going to turn into a study or office. But you can see it has a pretty scenic views off the pond, and this is back where we were out there. And then they had a shelf in here which is going to be removed, and then the closet opens up into this room for whatever reason. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't know if it's necessarily, if I should just get rid of the closet in general and make it just a study. Of course, that affects like resale values because it's no longer 3 bedrooms, it becomes 2 bedrooms. So I'm undecided about that area, but we'll see. Then we're gonna move back here, and I just wanted to mention that the brick is painted, so I would like for it to not be painted. So I've got some paint stripper, which you can see a little bit of a pink dot over there on the side. So I'm gonna try that out on that area and see if that works. That's gonna be the first-ish do it myself or DIY project. Now we're gonna move on to the other bedrooms. So bedroom 1 we just saw. Bedrooms 2 and 3 are attached to this weird hallway. I don't know why there's a hallway here. There's a door, which I will be removing the actual door to. I don't know if I'm gonna widen it. If it's like monetarily feasible, then maybe. Otherwise, it can just stay and just be open. This is actually not the master bedroom. This is the second largest bedroom, but I'm going to make it into the master because it once again leads off to the front view, which has the water feature, and then all the scenic green plants. And then there's a random boat there that I will be getting rid of outside because I don't think it's actually any use, because the pond is quite shallow. So this is the first bedroom or second bedroom to be master because it gets the most light. The other bedroom, as you'll see, gets less light because of the setup. Then it has a closet which has a bunch of terrible fixtures, which I will be removing and putting something better in there. Now moving on to the bathroom, which is over here. The bathroom, I don't love this bathroom. It's getting gutted and redone. It's on a weird angle, so I don't love that, but I don't know that there's much to be done to make it not to be at an angle. So it is what it is, but it has a tub shower combo, which I totally dislike. I'll put the lights on, see if that helps. Maybe, no. The lights may not be working, but yeah, so this is gonna go, and there's a closet to the left, which is going to go, and then this is just gonna be perhaps on the right side, a walk-in shower, and then to the left, the toilet placed over on that side. But currently this is what the toilet side looks like. And then there's an old, I don't know what that is, but a heating system is probably gonna go because I don't even know if it's still functioning. And this is the bathroom closed from this side. Next up is the last bathroom. And of course, all this carpet is going. We're putting in a vinyl plank throughout, and then the bathrooms will have tile. So this is nice because it has a nice window with some, nature as things, but it's quite dark in this room. And none of the bedrooms have overhead lights, which I don't really care about. I don't like overhead lights for the most part in bedrooms, so that's fine. But as this one is, you may not notice, is darker than the other ones just because of the location. So it has this closet with these doors, all of which will be getting removed. And I don't know if I want to just get rid of the whole closet system as it is and put in a pack system or what I want to do. I'm still trying to decide, but I think for sure a pack system could fit in here, just straight across. Now moving on to the kitchen, which is less than ideal in the setup because it has that weird small doorway over here. This is one side of the kitchen, and it has these recess lights, which are terrible and need to go. Also, there are several levels to the height of the cabinets, and to put recess lighting in. All of that needs to go, and it will be going. But this is the kitchen. All the appliances are old and will be replaced. It has a couple windows, which I want for sure this window over the sink. This window, the contractor suggested covering up, but I'm afraid to cover up any windows since I found this space to be a little bit dark. Perhaps once we get some things going and we change the materials a lighten out, because I'm definitely getting light cabinets for sure. And this pole will be getting removed at an additional cost, unfortunately, because it might be some sort of structural post. Moving on to the living room. So it has a fireplace, which is not gas. It will be getting removed to be turned into a gas fireplace. Then some built-ins over here, which I don't know, I think I'll keep. Like they need to be like resanded, refinished, but they're okay. Then a nice window here, which someone suggested at some point, like this wall could be turned into like a walkout area, which would be really nice actually. But I don't know that I'm going to do that this time around because of pricing. Once again, everything is very expensive to fix. So it has these beams, which are wood but have been painted this weird brown color. So that needs to be refinished. And then this is a little nice nook that looks out into the water feature and of course the greenery, which is really nice. I think I want the trims redone. All of the trim is going to be redone anyway in some shape or form because some of them have been painted brown, which doesn't look great. And then of course with the new flooring, the trim is going to change to match the flooring. So that's that. Then we have this conundrum of a room. It's currently a laundry room, but I want to make it into the second bathroom. So because this is a ranch, it does not have a basement. So all the typical basement appliances are in this room. So I think this is a water heater. I think the central area is behind this closet. And then in here is a half bath, which will be totally removed and turned into a closet because it has some features that need to be accessed otherwise, so it can't be totally like gutted and made into one, especially because the electrical box is right there. So that's the whole thing. And then it has drop ceilings for some reason, so that has to go because it looks terrible. And then it has some windows over here, which I'm hoping once again, once this place is like fixed up and the ceiling raised and the flooring and etc. changed, that it like lightens up the place. I just don't understand why it's so dark back here. I mean, I think one is because it's one story and two because it's surrounded by plants. It's just a little too dark for me, so we're gonna have to figure something out. But I think that is basically it for the house tour. It does have a 3-car garage, which is nice, I suppose, though we only have 2 cars, so there is that. But in terms of storing other things, and that's basically it. So we'll see what we can do with this place to make it more tolerable and homey. I would say it is not my necessarily dream home, because my dream home is old home, 1900s or earlier. on a lake, and that is like next to impossible to find, at least in where my area that I live. So this is gonna be an interim home, and I think we can make it look very nice based on the ideas that I have. So yeah, that is going to be the plan. Let me know if you have any practical suggestions besides the ones that I mentioned for getting this place to look a little bit better slash more modern. Definitely all the light fixtures are going to be replaced, and as I mentioned, kitchen gut, bathroom gut, flooring, new lighting, a couple fireplaces, and I think this place could be very nice. So that is going to be it for the house tour, and I will see you in the next video.